What's going on, everybody? It's ShamefulPenguin here, back with another video. Today we're going to be going over another 8-mod map farm I'm using in the 3.29 All-Flame League. It's very fun, and I think it's a really solid farm to do if you're really not interested in setting up Calcs and running Calcs mappers and mining all the ore and doing all the shipments. If you don't want to set that up or just it isn't your thing to do, I think this is a far superior strat to run to farm 8-mod maps. So yeah, let's get into what we're doing. So this strategy involves generic map farms. We're just boosting the quantity. We're boosting just what map drops effect and all that stuff, and we're just doing no other thing other than that. That's all we care about in this farm. So it's kind of brain off. You don't have to do any interactions during the map. You can click on things if you want to run the breach that's in the map. If a Calcs or spawns or whatever, you can run those things. But generically, we're just killing the influenced monsters. We're running red altars. We're getting the map effect doubling in our maps, and we're going for that and just trying to get as many maps as possible. So let's go over some of the numbers really quick just so you guys can get an idea of what we're looking at. So right now I'm showing you guys the Wealthy Exile. So this is how much I made from these two quad tabs. If you guys want to see the in-game quad tabs really quick, it's looking like this, where it's just these two boxes. You can notice that there's significantly more maps than anything else in here. And then I did pick up some, small budget uniques that I'm just going to go sell, or I'm going to go turn it into dust or whatever I do with it. But you are picking up a lot of little things, but that's not the primary thing of this mapping strategy. It isn't to pick up currencies. It's purely to pick up maps, and that's where we're making our money, and we're getting our returns. So the Wealthy Exile, let's snapshot it just to see if anything changed. Nothing changed because I haven't ran this in a minute or put anything in these boxes. And this is where we're making our money. We got our maps 416, and these are all our 8-mod maps. This is combining influenced and non-influenced. So if we look at an 8-mod map, we'll see that, they're going for about 6 chaos per map, and we can sell all of them. Just throw them all in a tab, and they'll pretty much all sell pretty quick for 6C. If you're doing bulk, you can maybe put it 7 or 8C, and once someone sees a huge amount of bulk, they just buy everything. So that's another good way to do it. So unidentified nightmare map that's corrupted, it's like 40C. If we ID it, we got kind of nothing on it. It's still selling for about 40C. And then these influenced, if we throw everything except for originator, these only sell about 8C. So they're not much more money unless you're really rolling it, because you can look through them. Sometimes you hit, I hit 88% more Scarabs and currency on this one. This one's like 50C. So you can make a lot of good money if you know what you're looking for on maps. 8-mod maps, you're kind of just looking for highest amount of quantity. 122 is a good number, so it'll sell. But this 195 is on the lower end, so wouldn't sell as good, but we still run them whatever. Influence maps, you're going to have to look at each one and see what you're going to run it for. If you get a high percent, so I say like 70+% on any one of the numbers that's not the rarity or quantity or pack size, it could sell pretty good, like this Scarab one, for instance. So that's what you're looking for in your maps, and you can make a lot more currency than what Wealthy Exile is showing me right now. Even a bad map was selling for 6C, and then you saw that originator map that I could sell for 50. And then Nightmares estimated 48. This is a little bit higher than what a generic one's selling for, but it's close enough where we're not going to be too picky on it. But we're using this mostly for our numbers of quantity of what we get. We don't really care about any of the other things. We just pick it up, and it's a nice bonus of, running maps, killing monsters. You pick up their random loot. I made a tiny little spreadsheet we're going to go over really quick just to show you guys what is going to be shown. So we did get 416 maps. Is about 8.32 maps per map. which is really good return. So you're over sustaining your own maps comfy enough where you can sell them or start your Calcs mappers and just have them infinitely sustain. Currency, I did get 46 divines. It's almost a divine per map. That's just a rough estimate. It's gonna change depending on what your build is and what you're doing. Nightmare maps, we got 20 of them, and that's like 0.4 per map. And then for our Scarabs, we're running about 21.5 chaos of Scarabs per map, and over 50 maps. Over 50 maps, 1,000 divine, 1,075 chaos, and I added the map cost. So if you're buying maps every time you're running it, which you're not in this strat, it costs you an additional 6C, which is 300 chaos per. And then after everything, it's about 7 divines after 50 maps. That's just numbers. It's whatever. You're making your money back every single map, so it's not something you have to worry about. Plus, you're sustaining your own maps, so it's pretty good. So let's go over the specific Scarabs we ran in the strategy. So what we're running is the Scarab of Corruption, which gives us 8 mod maps. Run it in every kind of map farming strategy because it's just a lot of money. The Scarab is blowing up in price a little bit, but is still very worth it. I was buying them for about 8 to 9C per, but now they're about 14C per, just to keep in mind. That's what that spreadsheet told you was about. I did do the high number, 14 per. Then we're running these Scarab multitude. These multitude Scarabs were what I came up with to do the generic strategy. I just had a lot of these, and I saw they were like half a chaos each. So at that time, and I was just like, I think they're just good to run with anything, just to throw in for free. So why not do a full strat where you're running them? You can limit 3, which is perfect for this strategy. So we're running 3 of those. They're about 2C now as of the time of making this video, but it is still very worth it. And then lastly, Scarab of Escalation, where you're just getting more maps in your maps, which is really good, always usable, and that's reflected in the prices. So it's like chaos and 1.5 chaos with the cartographers, 2C for the multitudes, and we're running 3 of them, and then 14C for the corruption Scarabs. The map we're running is Mesa. You can run whatever map you like and enjoy. I like this map because you can boss rush, and then once you kill the boss, you're only given your altars to be the influenced monsters or the generic affecting everything. And we choose the generic option pretty much every time unless we see something like Chaos, Divine, or Grand. What are they called? Grand. We see like, Grand Eldritch Embers. We get a lot of these. And they're worth a decent amount of money. So if you see this, they're at 13C right now. So if you see this on your altar, pick it. It's good, just free money. Otherwise, we're running Mesa, Scryed Graveyard. You can scry whatever. You can scry any of the divine cards. Like you can scry Palace for Sephiroth. You can scry Dunes. Dunes has Fortunate. They're gonna be way more consistent. I did scry Graveyard because if you hit a Damnation, it's GG. But you don't hit it, whatever. It's just kind of fun. I think it is overall less expected currency. But yeah, overall Mesa doesn't have great cards, so I would recommend scrying at least something worthwhile over it, because if you just run a ton of maps, you're gonna get hit the divination card eventually. Lastly, we're gonna go over our Atlas skill tree. So this skill tree was designed just to be generic map drop. So we're just doing all the map drop nodes down here. And one thing I didn't know, there's map drop nodes down here on this left side, this little tail, also on this side. Pretty fun. I didn't know that. But yeah, overall, Our strategy is to red alter. So we take the wheel and a half. We take this full thing. We take anything that was maps. So mountain, all this good stuff. We're taking the generic item quantity. We didn't take the middle. You can probably take the middle and drop a few things I'll go over at the end. We did do shrines, all the shrine nodes. We took this, and this for shrines. Shrines are just a lot of just bonus pack monsters. Plus it makes your maps easier because you pick up a shrine and are a lot stronger. We did run some of the Scarabs, so the less likely, the map, more drops per effect. Was it the chance to drop Scarabs per monster modifier affecting them? So sometimes are rare. Since we're running 8 mod maps, you just sometimes have a lot of things affecting them. We did run ambush because I do want to get the ambush Scarabs because they're worth quite a bit on average. Then we did, the generic multiplying modifiers, adversaries, just generic juice for your maps. We are running these 2 influence chances because, the influence chances, as I shown, they're worth a little bit more, but if you get a well-rolled one, they can be worth a lot more. So you can make your currency purely back from that, which is pretty nice. If you are running Astrolabe, you're going to need to take this node, so you're going to need to fix for passive points. I didn't run any Astrolabes because, again, this strategy was brain off and go next. So I didn't take this. Definitely can just run a Templar Astrolabe every time. And then you can just subtract 4 points. I would probably say subtract the 4 from maybe the Smuggler's Cache. Smuggler's Cache, you can get some good blueprints and contracts, and they're quick to sell. Especially some blueprints are worth a couple divines right now. So definitely worth just 4 points to maybe hit a jackpot. I didn't in this instance, but some of them are worth a couple divine, just to keep that in mind. Other than that, that's pretty much it for the tree. Just generic quantity, red altars, shrines, just stuff that's like easy. Put in your map and start blasting. And that's pretty much it for the strategy. I did run 50 maps, and that's what this calculation is based off of, running 50 total maps. And this is my expected output, and I expect you guys to get something similar. It's really fun strategy, just brain off, play, watch a show on the side. Not much effort into it. So if there's any strategies you guys want me to try, let me know down in the comments, and I'll try them out and compare them. My next strategy isn't going to be an 8 mod map farming, even though it's what I spend most of my time probably farming nowadays. But yeah, thank you guys for watching the video, and I'll see you guys next time. Later.